Hey Ardent, here we go. We're on to Thursday, April 2nd, programming-wise. We are going to work through some higher skill gymnastics movements or holds, and then some higher skill or some other skill gymnastic movements later into the workload today. So we're going to start today with an EMOM. This is every 2 minutes on the minute for 10 minutes. So you're going to have 2 minutes of total time. You're going to do 5 rounds here. You'll be working for 1 minute, resting for a minute. All right, so we're going to do some static holds. So in this, we're going to be a 40-second handstand hold plus a 15-second hollow hold, and you're going to have 5 seconds to transition between the two of those. So you'll hold the handstand for 40 seconds. You have 5 seconds to get off the wall or wherever you're at, down to the floor, and then you'll hold a hollow hold for the remainder of 15 seconds. Rest for an entire minute, and then do that all over again, 5 total rounds. So Daniel's going to help done with this. So we're going to start with a handstand hold. We have a couple different options here, right? If we're completely comfortable in a handstand hold, we could do any sort of normal kicking up to the wall, right? So he'll put hands in a good position, kick up to the wall, and he's going to hold. When he's here, he's just envisioning pressing out overhead. He's got a really good straight body overhead and a good press out position. He's going to hold for 40. You can come down from there. That'll take some work as time goes today, right? That time under tension of holding our body weight basically overhead in an inversion perspective. If we're not super comfortable kicking up to the wall like that, maybe we'll start this in a wall walk position. So he would start basically on whatever wall or surface you have. He's basically just going to walk his feet up there. If he's completely comfortable getting close, he'll get all the way to the wall or whatever wall you're working to, and he would basically have his toes and his nose to the wall, and this body isn't leaning onto the wall when he's there. If he's not completely comfortable in that position, he could walk himself maybe about halfway, right? And he could stay in this halfway position, really trying to get in a straight line as much as possible, but with a tad bit of lean to the wall, taking some pressure off the shoulders or feeling like you're not going to fall over. He would hold that for 40 seconds, right? So after he does that 40 seconds, and the other option he could have is he could work to like a box or foot onto a couch or something like that. He could do the exact same hold. I'll get out of the way here for you can show that. So he could get to some sort of box or surface or table surface or whatever, and he could hold that way, or he could do a little more of a pike position where he could have his toes on and still try to hold that way. So if you're not crazy comfortable kicking up to a wall or getting onto a wall, or you don't have a wall, and you're like, say, I've got a basement in my, like I've got a couch or something, you can certainly do that as well. Either way, we're looking to keep holding for a decent amount of time. He'll immediately then come down, 5 seconds. He's going to work to a hollow hold. A hollow hold is basically, you could think about his low back is going to be the one part onto the floor, and is going to have nice long legs and arms, and he's going to hold that position for 15 seconds. Looks fairly easy. That will get really old really quick. 15 seconds to hold. We'll then rest for a minute. Again, 4 more rounds of that. If you guys are doing the Zoom calls, you're obviously going to have that counter down for you guys as you go. If not, 40 seconds of holding, 5 seconds transition, 15 seconds of hollow hold. That's a minute, rest a minute. Do that 4 more times. All right, so that'll be your initial holds here as far as this first part. We're then going to work into 5 rounds of an AMRAP. As AMRAPs are as many rounds or reps as possible in 2 minutes. This will start with a 200-meter weighted run. So easy way to maybe do this is he could grab, if you have a wall ball, you're going to grab your wall ball and you're just going to hold it and you're going to run 200 meters, right? If he doesn't have a wall ball and maybe you have a weight vest, you can wear a weight vest. If you don't have a wall ball or a weight vest and you've got a backpack, you can throw some weight into a backpack. You can put your dumbbell on a backpack. It's going to be a little more awkward maybe running with a dumbbell and that. But this should be something 20, 30 pounds, if you're big and strong, a couple 100 pounds, whatever, right? You're going to weight it one way or the other, right? Put some weight on it. And you're going to run with some sort of object weighted that way for 200 meters. When you come back in from your 200 meter run, hopefully that's maybe a minute or a few. If you're running for 30 seconds, it's probably not 200 meters, so run further. But this should probably leave you 30 seconds to a minute of work. You're then going to do as many reps of either wall walks, which we just talked about, right? He would do as many wall walks as he could do. If he has a little progression, he could do a pike push-up, which emulates a little bit of a handstand, which means he just pikes his body, he puts his head touching to like fingertip position and drives up, right? We're wanting this still to be an overhead pressing position, so that's a good way to lock out. He wants to keep this from a push-up. Can you just do like a regular push-up from here? He wants to keep this from being a pike push-up, which is basically a push-up, right? We're doing a lot of pushing this week, so let's stay away from that right there, right? So if we can't get to a good pike position, we'll work to a wall walk. If we have handstand push-ups, then we'll just work to handstand push-ups, which is that first kick up and do a handstand push-ups, as many as you can do in that 2 minutes time frame. You'll then rest 2 minutes, repeat that 4 more times, right? 5 rounds total on both movements today. So a little bit of work today as far as everything going on. You have rest in here, but it's a good 40 minutes of AMRAPs and EMOMs today. So hang in there, stay steady, get some good tension under these gymnastic movements up top. Otherwise, that's your guys' workouts for Thursday. Enjoy.